Hello, this is Teased back at you with some more Echoes of Mana news here for you. I seen this on Reddit earlier today, and I just wanted to throw that out there. For my last video was talking about units that were to be looking for coming up into the future, and wow, we ended up apparently this was on the live stream where they kind of tease us. Obviously, we already have one of these units. Kildrick there on the far right, but look at these other two. Looks like Lady Black Pearl from the Legend of Mana series, as well as Ella Zul. I'm so sorry, I do not know how to pronounce that entirely. But wow, these look like some really good units here. It looks like another sword unit, which is kind of disappointing. And I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with this Lady Black Pearl. Uh, the model looks absolutely phenomenal. Top tier looking unit right there. What I do find interesting is the her weapon. I believe in the series it was classified as a hammer, and we don't have hammers in this game. So uh, I mean, it doesn't look like they're going to classify that thing as a flail, but maybe an axe. I don't know. It doesn't. It does look like it's got like a solid side to it there. So it definitely looks more like a hammer. It certainly doesn't look like a pole arm. So I don't know. All I know is we ended up getting this. I found it on Reddit, and somebody said it came from a live stream. There's been no official news other than that I could find anywhere today. That I was kind of waiting to see if something would come out to give us some more information. But just the fact that they have released these models means that these are units that are probably going to be sooner rather than later coming up. And man, am I glad that I'm saving right now because Kildrick boy, I mean, you just don't measure up to Lady Black Pearl over here in any sort of way. Uh, the only thing that might dissuade me here is, if she is indeed a melee unit, I have a lot of those, and that will be kind of unfortunate. But if it is a different weapon type, then obviously sword or polearm, which I think it's definitely not one of those two. But it could also be. I mean, she might be wind. I can't really tell. There's some green action going on there, but it also looks like maybe some blue, so it's kind of like, was there possibly some water? And I almost wonder if they're specifically being kind of vague about it to not release too much information until it's time to really bring those banners. So uh, I all I know is I am excited for this character, and as long I here's my hope: as long as it's not wind, and they don't somehow classify this as a sword or a polearm, I'm all in for that. I will take whatever I have saved up and throw it at that, and hopefully, at least before the end of that banner, I'll be able to pity if I don't come up with that this unit sooner than that. So. Uh, that's really kind of it, guys. I just wanted to throw this out there just so you guys are aware of it. You kind of see that. So, in case you're wondering whether or not you wanted to throw your gems over at Kildrick or back onto the standard banner, as we're kind of waiting because these banners are out for a long time, this will just kind of be a little something you can keep in the back of your mind to just kind of think about and look at and be like, actually, I think I want to wait to see more information on these units. There's also a good chance that we've been doing this kind of 2 weeks. At least what I assume there'll be banners are a full month, but then maybe every 2 weeks we get a new one, and so they kind of rotate that way. I have no idea that if that's what's going to happen, but that's kind of what it seems like to me. And so perhaps we'll actually have some time left on the Kildrick banner when we have information, or even this banner being out, so that we can look at the kits and then make better decisions. Of what element and weapon type and all those different things that goes into letting us decide if we want to spend our hard earned gems there, especially for those of us who are light spenders or free to play. It definitely takes a lot. I've only pulled enough for one pity. That's 200 pulls. That's actually quite a bit, but I'm still like nowhere near being able to pity again. And that is kind of like concerning in some ways. Of well, how many banners do you need to skip to be able to get to a pity? But we'll kind of wait and see on that because uh, we want to see how free to play that the game ends up being for us. But I think it's going to be hard to really know that until we get a couple months down the road and see how often they give us those free mats to that are like universal dupes, and how much gems that we get to be able to pull. So uh, I still think we're in a good spot compared to some of the other gacha games that I've played, but I definitely think it could be a little better there for our little free to play folks out there who want to play these units too. So anyway, that's enough for me. I just wanted to show this for you guys, and that's my 2 cents.